மேடம் கேக்குதா? ஓகே மேடம். அ என்ன மேடம்? ஓகே, ஓகே மேடம். நெடுமால் 11:30க்கு வரேன்னாரு.
நிக்கிறேன். நான் வந்துட்டேன். நான் இதை ஷேர் பண்ணுமா இதா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு? சரி, ஓகே.
இந்த நெடுமால் ஒரு 5 மினிட்ஸ்ல கனெக்ட் ஆகுறாரா? ஓகே. பசங்க அசெம்பிள் ஆயிட்டாங்களா? ஓகே.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Is that clear actually? Okay.
Nirmal sir, good morning.
Sir, good morning, sir. Give me some couple of minutes, sir, so that the other device where my presentation is there, it will take another 2 minutes to connect that.
Okay, sir.
But meantime, we can start the rituals, sir. No issue. If there is any further, yeah.
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாமா சுஜிதா மேடம்?
நீங்க பண்ணிருங்க.
Thank you, madam. Dear Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Nirmal Pugalendi, faculty members of our public department, participants, and dear students, I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you to this significant seminar on gateways to success, navigating higher education in institutes of national eminence. Today, we gather with a shared goal to explore the pathways that lead to success in higher education, especially in prestigious institutions. So, before we delve into our discussions, I would like to share a real life story that embodies the spirit of determination and perseverance. It's a story of a remarkable individual who rose from humble beginnings to become a beacon of inspiration of millions. Yes, Bharat Ratna, Dr. ABJ Abdul Kalam. Abdul Kalam was born into a modest family in a small village in India. We know that Rameswaram, he born into Rameswaram. Despite facing numerous challenges and financial constraints, he harbored a deep passion for learning and a burning desire to make a difference in the world. Throughout his childhood, Abdul Kalam displayed an insatiable curiosity and an unwavering commitment to his studies. He would often spend hours poring over books, fueled by his dream of pursuing higher education and contributing to scientific advancement. So, despite facing setbacks and struggles along the way, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam remained undeterred in his pursuit of knowledge. His determination and resilience caught the attention of mentors who recognized his potential and supported his aspirations. So, through sheer hard work and dedication, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam earned a degree in aerospace engineering and went on to make significant contribution to India's space and missile programs. His visionary leadership and innovative thinking propelled India to new heights of technological advancement, earning him the title of Missile Man of India. So Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's journey serves as a powerful reminder that success is not determined by one's circumstances, but by the strength of one's resolve and the depth of one's dreams. His life story inspires us to believe in ourselves, to persevere in the face of adversity, and to never lose sight of our aspirations. As we gather here today, let us draw inspiration from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's remarkable journey. Let us harness the power of his resilience and determination as we navigate the complexities of higher education and strive to unlock the gateways to success that lie within our reach. So thank you for giving opportunity. Thank you, madam.
A very good morning to one and all gathered here. I welcome you all for this grand occasion online webinar on Gateways to Success, Navigating Higher Education in Institutes of National Eminence on 2024. On behalf of our EEE department, I would like to welcome our energetic principal, sir, Dr. B. Nirmal Kannan, our vice principal, Dr. R. Sendil Kumar, sir, our head planning, Dr. Throbida Selvi ma'am, and also our eminent Dean Research, Dr. Selva Perumal sir, and also our department organizing coordinators and also faculties. And then I would like to welcome our dynamic chief guest, Dr. N. Nedumal Bugalendi sir, Assistant Professor, Senior Grade of Dr. NGP, Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. And also welcome our students. Thank you, sir. Once again, I welcome one and all gathered here. Thank you, sir.
Uh, at the outset, I'd like to thank the management, the principal of Mohammed Sadaq Engineering College, uh, Dr. Nirmal Kannan, and our beloved my professor, I will say always, Professor Dr. Selva Perumal, who is the head of the department, as well as the Dean Research, and fellow colleagues, actually, student community who is gathered there. And it has been an immense pleasure in delivering my experience, whatever I gathered to you regarding the provided topic. And as what Sujita madam has pronounced, I will always feel little more delighted and happy whenever I'm associated with my institution, which actually where my higher educational seed has been sowed. So I'm thankful to that institution, and I will be continuously a part of that by all means. So give me, let us maybe 2 or 3 seconds so that I can share my presentation. Kindly tell me whether my slides are visible to you. Just a minute. So meanwhile, can I know who is the actual audience present actually? Maybe which year? Yeah, what year actually? What year, ma'am? So maybe third year, final year. Like, okay, fine. So I think I'm getting some disturbance. Just a minute. Are the slides visible actually? Yeah? No. Okay. I don't know. A white screen is coming out. Yeah. That. But there was a white screen at the middle of this screen actually. I don't know why it is coming out. Let me check it out. Please be with me actually. Anyway, I will try to share it. If, again, the white screen is coming out. I don't know why it is in there. Okay, is that actually again a white screen is there? No, in the middle. I don't know what is that problem. Previously it was not there. Yes, please help me in that. No, that I have done it, but you have a disturbance there. That I don't know. That window is coming out. Why it is there? Maybe an antivirus updation could be there, I think. So that has been little slower. So we have to wait for it. Shall I proceed with this? But it will not be good. Okay, unless otherwise you are able to see the slide in a proper way. A presentation might not be good. Can you bear with me so that I can reconnect again for particularly this system? Yes, please provide me a minute. So I have been in two devices. One device where from where I am sharing my presentation is having a problem. I will look at that and I will come back. Okay. Meanwhile, can students can interact with me? Is the possible way is there? So that if they have any queries, meanwhile, if I'm making ready of this particular device, they can ask any one or two questions so that I can answer parallelly, so that it seems to be live actually, right? Students are there. Hello. Any questions? If they have, they can interact initially. But anyway, a couple of minutes I'll be connecting it. Meanwhile, if they have any queries initially, they can just post it. Hello. Is there any students with any queries actually? Hello. I'm sorry for the delay. It is been getting ready. 1 or 2 minutes. I will be sharing that. Just 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, welcome, ma'am. Anybody can. Meanwhile, if they have any query, they can just just ask actually, so that I will connect it in the meantime. Also, parallelly answering their questions if possible. I think I'm just sharing my slides now. I don't know why that white block is coming in again. It was not previously it was not there, but when I am sharing, I am getting that again. I don't know why. Okay, okay, that's a, yeah, that's a good idea anyway. Okay, do you have a mail ID, ma'am, so that I can share it actually? Do you have a mail ID? Uh, Okay. I'm just sharing it, ma'am, to your mail ID. I think you can get it shortly. Meanwhile, I am also trying what is the problem with that white background. Ma'am, I've sent it actually. Kindly tell me whether you have received it or I have to send it again. Okay. Sure. Yeah, madam. Again, I have sent it again one more time. Received it, ma'am. So what I can do? Anyway,
Nirmal sir,
I will share it actually. Meanwhile, I'll
kindly
start the presentation.
if possible, kindly send it my mail ID.
To your mail ID, sir. Yeah,
Nirmal.room@gmail.com.
fine, sir. Okay. Sir, I have sent it to your mail ID, sir.
Yes, sir, received.
Okay.
Is that, madam? I will share, ma'am. I will send it to your WhatsApp.
Yes, please. Sir. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Shall we proceed? Okay. Yes. So, can you make it as a full screen, ma'am? Thank you. Hello. Can you make it as a full screen so that it will be easier to? Hello. Yeah, yeah, it's visible. Actually, I've asked you to make it as a full screen so that I can proceed. Yeah. I'm sorry for the delay. What has it's been a technical problem. Previously, I have never encountered such problems in my previous presentations. I don't know what is the. I have to troubleshoot it later, right? So anyway, I will start the session a little, not little, nearly a 20 minutes delay, 20-25 minutes delay. I will try to run out the slides as early as possible. So the topic was gateways to success, navigating higher education and institutes of national eminence. So since you can see that I have make the topic to be more focused towards GATE, which is the most important exam, national level exam, which has been provided to for make you the undergraduate students to get admissions in institutes of national eminence. So my entire session will be focusing on the importance of GATE and a few statistics in preparing GATE exams, possibly forming a new strategy in preparing for the GATE exams, right? So that's the idea. Can I go to the next slide, ma'am? Yeah. Hello? Hello? Can I go to the next slide? Only one first slide is there available. Possibly the outline of the presentation. So,
I move to the slide, sir.
yeah, but it is not visible actually. Now the first slide is visible to me, but outline is not there. Whether you have applied slideshow? I think it is little slower. Here it is not visible. Yeah, now it is okay. So as you said, the presentation outline goes like this. If you see simply, as I said, I'm focusing more towards GATE examination preparation. So to the next slide, ma'am. Yes. So why this slide has been particularly dealt here is it's the pattern of GATE exam is more towards a globally accepted competitive exam pattern. And those who say that this session might also be helpful to those persons who are going for either higher studies or they are looking for a job in PSU, that is public sector union based jobs. If they want to, then GATE is the only way or the most simple way to get inside their profession. What is actually the competitive exams are looking for? The strategy of the competitive examinations, actually, next slide, madam. It has been designed to understand and acknowledge the abilities of a learner. So possibly it will check how far you are able to understand your question and how far your skills are available, right? So they try to identify the ability, what in which part you are so stronger, in which part you are weaker. So that's the idea behind what's that. So mental awareness, accuracy, and problem solving is the classifications what they look for in all the aptitude tests actually. And if you see in GATE also, you have 15% of your questions are towards your this mental awareness, accuracy, and problem solving. That is possibly the general aptitude type questions. So as we said, it's looking for the skill of the person who is testing the skills of the person who is attending the class. And the famous film, you know that this is from Indiana Jones. What he's trying to do is replacing that laughing Buddha statue which is available there with a small amount of content which is of a sand in a bag, which is equivalent to the mass of that particular idol, right? So here he's trying to switch over his the accuracy, his problem solving efficiency, his mental awareness just through visibly seeing the problem, right? That's how your aptitude test for placement is also there. GATE is also such a wonderful exam which also focuses on such a quality from the students who is attending the particular examination. Next, ma'am, please. Okay, next slide, please. Yeah. Okay, what is a GATE, and understanding the GATE is very important. You know that it's nothing but graduate aptitude test in engineering. Way back when I am doing my UG, it was there, and not much of an awareness was there in those days. A few only in my year also. I mean, from 1996 to 2000, they started preparing for GRE, GATE, TOEFL, IELTS, and all. And GATE was so meant to be. It is been publicized like it is so complicated to attend. In that stage where the materials and methodologies are not been an affordable it is not in an affordable form to students who are dwelling in rural parts of the country. Mostly from the students who are coming out from the urban area, know much about the gate. He has an access towards preparation of gates through different learning platforms in that stage. Maybe whatever the usage of data, the availability of data. Okay, now it is very much easier for the persons or students or any maybe of any person who is of in India possibly. So in those days it was very tough actually. So we doesn't have an idea about what is a gate, how to prepare and all. We always get into touch with our seniors. They say normally you try to take a textbook, take the syllabus printout, go for a photocopy of that, start preparing for it. Even we doesn't know what strategy we have to follow in those days. But nowadays, a lot of channels are available which talks about uh, preparing strategies. I'm just saying that free of cost itself, there is a lot of platform officially available, and people can kickstart. Only thing is, yeah, they should know what is the okay, what if they have an interest and if they have a time, they can start dealing with this competitive examination, right? So next, ma'am, please. So why an undergraduate student should continue focusing on the GATE examination is to get a maybe a seat in Institute of National Eminence. National Eminence is not limited to this, which I am sharing it to in your slide. It may also add any central universities available also. So obviously this may be 1 or 2 couple of years old data. Now it might have some changes. The number of institutions might have increased. So you can see that 23 of IITs, 25 of triple ITs, and 31 NITs are there. Apart from there, 161 national level institutes of national importance are there, out of which engineering technology is around 89 institutions. So it is not limited to this, but whenever we say Institute of National Eminence, we say it is IIT, triple IT, and NIT, right? Next, ma'am. So this one slide will provide you what are the benefits which are available for a person who wants to prepare for a GATE examination. So to do his masters, there is only way to get his admissions in IISc, IITs, and NITs. Then you are supposed to go for a GATE. Then you can, as I said, if you want to have a research ambience like institutions like in ISRO or DRDO or BARC, they will look for candidates who have cleared GATE. So that's another point of very important point, so that the student community get benefited. Then it also provides um, PSU jobs like NTPC, IOCL, BSNL, JTO type examination, SAIL, IES. The syllabus content of this particular examination is most probably mimicking the other higher standard examinations which is there available either at the national level or state level examinations. For example, TNPC examinations, particularly focusing on assistant engineers, junior engineers. Okay, the examination, if you are able to prepare for this examination, then you'll be feeling it easier to crack those examinations available there. So when you clear GATE examination, clearing GATE examination is not only getting the qualified marks. Some cutoff will be there. We will talk about that in a couple of slides later. That has to be there, and it will vary every year, right? So when you clear GATE examination, you possibly will have a monthly stipend for 2 to 3 years, possibly. If you are doing a PG, and if you are supposed to go for a PhD, then possibly that also helps you in getting monthly stipends there. And possibly you'll also get a stipend for library purchasing books for your studies also. So that is also available, additional additional data. So you can say one examination has how many number of benefits available there. Next slide, ma'am. Okay, so this gives you a glimpse of how the salary package of a PSU is there. It starts from it is around 14 to 16.5 lakhs, maybe 10 lakhs or something in some other company. So the salary package what you get from a PSU will be huge comparatively. So that's the idea why people in city-oriented colleges most probably focus on getting a qualification score from GATE examination, and they're aiming for a PSC sector. The next map. So as I said, these are some of the cutoff, which is obviously by 2 years late. Actually, it was 75 to 80 for an electrical engineering. If you see, if you are able to get 75 to 80 marks percentile, right, and your all India rank is possibly around 100, maybe. Okay, you will be getting a opportunity to serve PSU there. Next. And this slide possibly talks about what is the actual procedure for hiring in a PSU. I'll skip this. Next one. So as we said, list of colleges, we have already talked about that. Tier 1 and Tier 2 colleges might the numbers or the list may be little modified. If you see, you can refer any website for further exploration. Next, ma'am. Okay, so this is something related to the admission procedure. Okay, again having a variation, like if your AR ranking is below 600, you will be possibly if you are coming under electrical engineering, then you'll have an opportunity to go for an MTech admissions. So Tier 1 is from 1 to 600, and Tier 2 between 600 to 1300. Next, ma'am. So I will take one particular subject here, and I will just try to compare it with the other possible examinations where our most probably electrical engineers focuses. So GATE, if you see, the syllabus talks about network graph, KCL, KVL, the fundamental analysis, then go for transient and sinusoidal steady state analysis, then analysis using theorems. Then you have three-phase circuits and power and power factor, two-port networks. All these are coming under GATE syllabus. Next, ma'am. For a TNPC combined service examination, which is you see all these topics which we have seen in a single GATE is available in all these examinations also. Next, ma'am. If you go for a TNEB based examinations, then again people will be interested in going for state services. So I'm just trying to give you an idea. GATE is the only way where you can help, where it will help you to get qualified marks in either national level or state level. I'm taking one subject and trying to explain it to you. In TNEB also, you can see all these topics which is there in the GATE syllabus is reflected, right? So next, ma'am. So I will say that this is yes, ma'am. Next, please. Next slide. Yeah. So okay. You see a supermarket there, a mall there. So what is the advantage of going for a mall where you can go there and you can collect whatever you want actually, right? So it will have all the grocery items available. If you want to purchase other than grocery also, there is a possibility of getting that. So GATE is having everything under one umbrella, right? So GATE is an examination where if you prepare for it, then you are preparing for the entire competitive examinations which are conducted at national as well as state level. That's the idea why I have shared this screen. Next, ma'am. So how to crack the GATE? Next. So you need a plan and a strategy. So it's not like only hard work will help you in that. Something we say a proper planning and is also a very key. It also plays a key role in clearing the GATE examination. Next, ma'am. So what is planning? Planning is nothing but setting a clear goal and objectives, right? And properly selecting the right discipline, because I'm going to share you a few slides which talks about since being an electrical engineer, you can also parallelly write some other subjects also. That is possibly you can write two papers. So for as an electrical engineer, you can also choose one of the other papers so that you get qualified in that also, right? So selecting the right discipline is very important. Then gathering necessary study materials and properly creating a study schedule. That's very important actually, right? Next, what is setting clear and goals and objectives? Next one. As you know, life without goals is like a race without a finish line. So possibly you'll be running continuously, but you don't know where to go. So without an aim, if you start any procedure or any work actually, you doesn't know when you are going to complete and what you are going to complete also, right? So an objective and goal is very important. Next. And the goal is very important in such a way that your goal has to be fixed. Possibly the strategy you are going to follow might change actually, right? If you see this picture, okay, you always take a resolution at your New Year. Possibly this fellow has took a resolution of quitting the smoke, but he has taken it 2009, but unable to do that. 2010 again he is writing 2011, having a cigarette in his mouth. So this is not fixing a goal like this. A resolution or a goal has to be fixed in such a way that the goal has to stand strict. It has to be there always. But the strategy, if you fail it in the first attempt, then you have to analyze your strategy in such a way that you have to make a change in the strategy so that you are able to reach that goal in a proper way. Next. And if you have aimless goals, possibly what happens, it will be like this, right? You doesn't know what you are doing, right? So continuously you'll be doing one work, but you don't know what you are trying to do. Next. So selecting a light discipline is you have multiple disciplines in there which are related to your electrical domain. So it might be an electronics and communication part, or it may be an instrumentation part, or it may be a data science part, or possibly a physics, something like that. So you have to select it properly. Next. Creating a study schedule. So obviously, next ma'am. Obviously, it is not like next ma'am. Ma'am, is that actually in a slideshow mode? Because a few GIF files are there. Sujita madam.
Sir?
Is that in the slideshow mode, madam? Because a few GIF files are there.
No, sir. Okay, sir. I changed it, sir, but slide it
It
not
is not
visible.
okay, then fine. So no issue. So next, ma'am. So you have to do possibly a SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis is nothing but strength, weakness, opportunity, as well as your threats actually. So do a SWOT analysis. I think I have a typo there. SWOT has to be there. A SWOT analysis has to be done. You should know your strength actually, right? You have to decide whether I have to go for a higher study or a PSU sector, or I am so interested in coding, so I go for a software-based job, or I am so interested in regulatory type work actually. So I have to, so you should know your strength. Good in coding, good in coding. As a software engineer, right? So that should be, if your strength, you have to focus on your strength always, and always you have to know your weakness, and you have to come out of the weakness as early as possible. So you have to do your SWOT analysis, even if you are preparing for a GATE examination, right? Next one. And you have to form your own timetable. So your timetable has to be there. Next slide, madam, please. So you have a 24 hours there, and your 24 hours has to be scheduled in proper way. Minute by minute, you have to have some idea, so that you know where you are having gray areas, so that you can fill those gray areas, and you are able to use that productively in preparing for any examination, not only GATE, for any examination. Next. The study strategies, next slide, ma'am. Yeah, study strategies, resource materials, and mock test and practice. That's the next part what we want to discuss. Next slide, ma'am. So some study strategy has to be there. Next slide, please, ma'am. Next. So effective study techniques has to be there. Even if you are reading a book, you should know how to read that book. Okay, so that you complete the entire process in a shorter time, actually, right? So effective study technique has to be there, and possibly if you are preparing by your own self preparation, then time management is very important. Then strategies you should know for tackling the GATE syllabus, and then people will say that I am preparing for GATE, but they will lose the academic side also. So you should have a balancing in such a way that your academics is not also affected, right? So GATE preparation and academic work has to go side by side. Next slide, madam. Possibly these are some of the weightages. Maybe the next will give you a clear idea, right? Next, ma'am. Next slide. Yes. So you see that all these are the subjects what you come across in your entire syllabus, whether coming under Anna University or any university. Then if you are an electrical engineer, then obviously you will have network theory, starting from network theory to engineering mathematics. You will have all these subjects to be available. So as parallelly a weightage to each subject. It is not like it's a thumb rule, but most probably you can find a cluster of the similar type of weightages provided to these subjects. If you see that, if you see network theory is around 11% in this particular subject. I mean, in this examination for 1 year. This is I think this is 2020 grade, right? And if you go for control systems, then I would say 8.929% was there. Then if you go for electronic devices and circuits, then you come across what you call it as 7.1. I think this is for ECE. Maybe the next slide. Yes, this is for electrical engineering 2021. If you see here, engineering mathematics is 12%. Possibly it is 15% for engineering mathematics, 70% for your core subjects, and 15% for your what you call it as the aptitude, right? General aptitude. And you can see the distribution of these, the weightages provided to different subjects available here. The core areas like electrical machines, power systems, and power electronics. This is one sector. And you see control systems, signals and systems, and network theory. This is again another sector. Engineering mathematics, as I said, it is around 15%. General aptitude is around 15%. So what I'm trying to here is provide you a clear picture. Like, it is not like that you have to study all 7 to 8 subjects available there. You should know the basics, but concentrating around 6 to 7 subjects will help you in clearing that examination, right? So that's the idea why I'm sharing the weightage. Next, ma'am. Okay, this is again the same set of ideas, maybe to 2021. Topic wise, if I say, if I take control systems, you might have 1 mark question and 2 mark questions, possibly from where 1 mark question is available. and from where 2-mark questions have come across, and what is the level of the question, whether it is easy or moderate or medium or tough or difficult. All these analyses are done. So this you have to actually have a 5 to 6 years of questions at least, and you have to know how they are trying to ask a question, because day by day the question toughness is being increased. Okay, so you should know what topics they are trying to ask, how they are asking, and all. Right. Next, ma'am. Okay, this is again the same, maybe in the afternoon session, because next. Okay, this slide gives you clearly provides you an idea from 2017 to 2023 how the subjects weightage has been provided. So you can go through this slide later if you want further. Next. And this slide provides you the cutoff qualifying marks, so that for electrical engineering you can see at the last row maybe 22.5 is there actually, right? So 22.5 is for OBC, 25 is for general, and 16.6 is for SC/ST and PWD. So it is not like that you have to get much marks to clear that examination. To get qualifying marks, it is around 20 to 20, okay, 20 to 30 possibly. If you are belonging to different categories, your cutoff is going to vary depending upon the percentile of the current examination, right? So they will decide the cutoff, right? So it is around 20 to 30, right? Possibly. Next. We will discuss about resources and materials. Yes, please. Next. I just want to share one of the most useful platform. People always know about NPTEL, National Program for Technology Enhanced Learning. We should have come across that, and that is having a NPTEL Gate portal where you can. I'm talking about free of cost, right? So there are other resources which I will be sharing also, where you can pay and use it. But here NPTEL is again a platform which is available for free, where you can focus on what you call it as for preparing for GATE. Next. So what are the objectives of these portal? Next slide, please, ma'am. Hello. Next slide, ma'am. The objective of the GATE portal, you can see that it will help you in cracking the GATE examination, which provides you offering a high quality lecture content available there, which is of focusing on the entire syllabus of the GATE examination. You will have detailed video solutions of the previous year's GATE examination question papers described, and you have an online assessment platform where you can also test your idea, right? So what level you are you are now, that also can be tested there. Next slide, ma'am. So the portal has all these features. You can see they will give you a linking GATE topics to the NPTEL content, video solutions to the previous GATE examination questions, then mapping the GATE questions to the relevant NPTEL content which is already been available there. Then you have online assessment platform for practice, where this will give you what rank you are there, because they will talk about AIR, All India rank. Excuse me. So possibly you will come across what you call it as knowing what is your All India rank at different levels, at different test actually, right? Practice test. Then they'll also possibly provide you a mentor. He will also explain you where, what are your gray areas, so that you can focus on those gray areas to clear that, your examination. Next. It's a supporting slide which provides you how things are being available. So that's one platform which I will strongly say that you can follow this platform, so that you'll be able to gather some idea. Next, ma'am. The other platforms which is available are a few academies which is well known throughout the country. You can make use of those materials which are available from these academies also. There are also free lectures available in YouTube channels of these academies. You doesn't want to pay anything. You can directly go through that, and you can just get the knowledge. So it's free of cost. So YouTube can be used for this particular purpose also. Next. So not only preparing, mock test and practice is very important, because you should know, just reading and you are saying that I have completed this much units, this much subjects and all. You should know where you stand while you are provided with a question. So that comes you only if you are attending a mock test and you are practicing it properly. Next, ma'am. Okay, so this is a simple question which is available in GATE 2024. This slide is being made. Why? Because I want to bring it to a clear idea that GATE is not so tough actually. Either it is anyway, it is a tougher examination, but there are questions which are of basic, testing your basic knowledge also, where if you are good in that, you will be able to crack that. So it's asking about what is the number of junctions. So it's simple actually. So a junction is nothing but a connecting point of two or more components, more than two components or more than three components. If you say, then you say you form a junction. So next slide, please, ma'am. You'll get the answer. So possibly you see there are 6 possible junctions available from A to F. So this is again 2024, last year's, this February question paper. Next slide, please, ma'am. Okay, so for engineering mathematics, then this will give you a glimpse of what has been asked actually, which is one of the following matrices has an inverse. So an inverse matrix possibly should be a square matrix. So all these 4 matrices are square, and possibly you can find the relation for to get an inverse. What is the formula for inverse? Is A inverse is nothing but adjoint of A divided by modulus of A. So possibly your modulus of A or determinant of A should not be 0. That's the only idea. So you have to check for the determinant value in such a way that your determinant is not to be equal to 0. Which 4 options are coming out, which is for which your determinant is not actually equal to 0. Next slide, ma'am. So you can see that the options B, C, and D, these 2 columns in B option 1, 2, 3 is a multiple of, if you multiply 3 with the first column, then you'll get the third column, 3, 6, 9. I'm talking about option B. If you go for option C, the first row, okay, you'll get the first row from the third row by multiplying it with 2. So if you have 2 columns or a row similar, then obviously the determinant is going to be 0. So this is again a simple question which has been asked in 2024 question paper. So option A is the correct answer. Next. If you go for a control system based question, you can either use a block diagram reduction technique, or you can go for a signal flow based question where your answer is going to be minus g of s divided by 1 minus 2 g of s. If you use a signal flow graph, you will get it as easy as possible. Rather than going for a block diagram reduction technique, you can go for a signal flow graph based analysis. You will be getting it as early as possible. C is the correct answer. Next. You can see that answer is minus g of s 1 minus 2 g of s. So it's as simple as that. Okay. Once you start preparing, you form a lot of strategies. You dedicate yourself in preparing that. You will face a lot of challenges in preparing that. Next slide, madam. So, how to overcome the challenges? How to overcome the challenges? So you have to be a person of self-motivation always, and to be disciplined in preparing, right? And obviously, while continuously doing a job, you obviously will get a stress actually, and anxiety will be there. Once you get an answer to a correct question, then you will be anxious in doing other problems also. So what it will stuck you one particular area where you will be continuously solving lot of problems in that, which if you doesn't know a proper strategy, that what would be the weightage provided to that particular topic, you are good in that, you will be continuously doing that. So the stress and the anxiety has to be is a bigger challenge. Then you should have support from your mentor and the peer group. So peer group in the sense, you might have a group inside your college institution, multidisciplinary, common subjects can be discussed with them, and you may have some mentors, your faculty mentors or your seniors. You can get the help of your mentors And as I said, Gate portal is providing you a mentor also to tell your gray areas where you have to work on it again and again, so that you are able to clear that part, right? So dealing with self motivation and discipline, handling stress and anxiety, seeking support from mentors and peers is very important. Next. And this is going to be a statistics, and it's a little 3-4 years old. Day by day, the number of registrations are becoming much more, and Tamil Nadu cadre peoples are working much more, getting more admissions in these eminent institutions nowadays. Next. So we will shortly see what is the pattern of the examination. So totally 65 questions will be there, 3 hours of test. It's a computer-based test, and total marks would be 100. Next, please. The question types might be of 3 types. It may be a MCQ type, multiple choice questions. It will be MSQ, which is multiple select questions. That is one question, you will have multiple answers. For the same question, 1 or 2 answers will be correct. So that will be there. And a numerical answer type where you have fill in the blanks. For example, they may give you a question from mathematics. They may ask you to numerically write that number. It may be subject to 2 decimal or 3 decimal. That depends upon the question. So 3 possible type of questions might be there. Only you will have negative marks, because negative marks are there in the gate examination. Like selectively you have to answer so that you are so confident in that answer, right? So you'll have 1/3 negative marks for 1 mark questions and 2/3 negative marks for 2 mark questions. So only 2 question pattern is there. One is 1 mark questions and 2 mark questions. And if you do 3 wrong answers, then 1 mark will be deducted for 1 mark questions, and 2/3 for negative marks for a 2 mark question, right? Next. The same is been scheduled here. So in terms of questions, general aptitude, you will have 5 1 mark questions, 5 2 mark questions. So 15% is for general aptitude. Engineering, mathematics and core, if you say 70 plus 15, 85 around. So 25 questions will be there for 1 mark and 30 questions will be for 2 marks. So totally 65 questions, out of which you will get 100 marks, right? So that's the idea. And next one, next. And this is going to be based on percentile. It's not percentage, it is going to be percentile. Percentile, where you're the highest person, the person who is getting the highest mark. For example, it is not 100. Possibly, let us say in 2024, the person who is getting the first mark is around 60. Okay, out of 100, 60 is the first mark, let us say, in marks. Then that will be considered as 100 percentile. And using this formula, they will try to see your percentile score and they will decide your ranks. Next slide, madam. And possibly 1 or 2 slides next. Yeah, this gives you the steps involved in registering for GATE. You have to go for these OAPS website. Online applications are there. Particularly uploading documents and pictures will be there. Application fee has to be there. Then finally you have to print the confirmation page. Next slide, madam. This is going to be a older data, a 1-year-old data, where you can see or get an idea. Maybe in the month of February, you'll be getting your GATE examinations, right? In 2024, you had it like 3, 4, 10, and 11. And the opening date for the application was around the August, and the closing date will be around September. Okay, with late fee at October. So every year the month is not going to change. Now possibly the date might change, right? So that is what the application fee. You see that it has been displayed. I don't know whether it is going to change for 2025, right? And 2 papers. For 1 paper it is 1,800, and for 2 papers you have to go for 3,600. So if you go for a late fee, yeah, an additional 500 has been charged. So that's the idea. What you get it from this particular slide. Next, ma'am. I will try to skip a few slides which is available. So one thing what I want to share here is 3rd year students are also eligible to write your GATE examination. That I will try to share it. Next slide. Next slide. Yes. So you can see this much number of papers are available. You can see electrical engineering is marked as EE. So okay, if you are good in instrumentation engineer, then you can choose instrumentation also, which is coming under the eligibility of electrical engineering. Next, ma'am. So you are supposed to, you can write 2 papers, right, parallelly. And if you are an electrical engineer, let us say EE, then your code is where you can write a DA or EC or IN or PH. Next slide, madam, which will provide you a clear picture. Yes, so if you are an electrical engineer, that is your undergraduate discipline is electrical and electronics engineering or an electrical engineering, then you can also choose electrical engineering. Parallelly, you can also choose for the second paper either data science or artificial intelligence, then electronics and communication engineering, instrumentation engineering, and physics. Any one of these subjects you can choose, and you can also write write that examination as a possibly a second paper also. So getting a qualified mark from in a particular code or a subject will help you in getting a place, a seat in a IIT or an NIT. So if you feel that a few core electrical is difficult, but if you go for an instrumentation part, if you are good in control signals circuits, then you can choose instrumentation engineering also, so that you can get a qualified mark, better marks in instrumentation engineering paper. You can get a seat for a PG in your any of your Institute of National Eminence also. So writing 2 papers is nothing but providing an idea. Like if you are not able to get much more marks in electrical, you can choose another paper where you are so good at, and you can also write that also, right? Next. So already we have seen the distribution of that. General aptitude is 15 and compulsory session is 85, total marks is 100. Okay, I think you can go to the next slide, ma'am. Next. So these are all some of the procedures which is available. I think you can skip those things. You can go directly to the syllabus, TNPSC combined engineering. Next, ma'am. Next. Yes. So as I said, you have common. I think I have shared this already. So 3 more slides. You can skip it. You can skip 3 more slides, ma'am. Yes. Okay. So now you have started preparing it. You are following set of rules. You have scheduled it. You are proper planning. But exam day strategy is very important. How you are attending that examination. So you should be always focusing on towards the day of the examination. So preparing for the exam day is very important. Then time management during that examination, concentrating on one particular question, taking much more time, okay, will not help you in getting much more marks. Then you should know reverse engineering. Reverse engineering in the sense, reverse from the answers, you should be able to identify which are not correct. Rather than getting the correct answer out of 4, you should be able to that these are all some of the strategies people will always look for it. So MCQ type questions, there are 4 options. You should be able to identify that which options are not exactly suiting to that particular question. You have to eliminate those wrong answers. Then possibly 1 or 2 you can eliminate. Then if you are seeing that two answers are coming to be around the same similar question for the question which has been asked actually. So now you can work on that and you can get the correct answer. So that's very important. Next, ma'am. To motivate yourself, next slide please. Yeah, to motivate yourself, you have to continuously watch for whenever you feel fed up actually. You have to see that whether you are watching a success stories of the previous toppers and the tips provided by the previous toppers. The toppers will give you a lot of blogs are there, a lot of videos are there, where they will share what material they have used, what textbook they have used for what subject. Okay, all these you can help. It will help you to frame your strategy, self motivate yourself. Okay, wherever you are lagging, you can see these videos or blogs read that and you can fix your problem. Next. So here, what I will try to say here is more than hard work, dedication, and commitment. Here, smart work is also very important. So hard work, dedication, commitment is very important. And even though you're talented, if you are not doing all these three, then possibly you lose that examination. So hard work is very important. Dedication and commitment is very important. That is what I said. Discipline in preparing. There is no Sundays. There is no holidays. All days when you have to stick to your schedule. Only the persons who are doing that are able to clear the examination. Next. One more important point is you have to work on your strengths for the gate examination. So if you are good in solving problems, then which will help you in choosing your paper. Either I have to go for electrical engineering, or I have to go for an instrumentation, I have to go for an ECE, or simply physics, right? So data science and the other related artificial intelligence like paper, though that will help you because that is what I've shared you, that SWOT analysis is very important. You should know what is the strength of yourself, so that will help you. Next. I think I'm coming to the end of the session. Next, ma'am. Next slide. So I would like to summarize why skills are tested in competitive examinations. The slides, whatever you have covered so far, as covering that why skills are tested in competitive exams, understanding the fundamentals of GATE examination, then planning that, then what is the study strategies you can follow, then what are the resources and materials available, then mock test and practice, how you have to do that, what are the challenges you will face, how to overcome that, particularly you are focusing towards exam day, what are the strategies you have to come across, then looking behind the success stories and tips from the GATE toppers. Next, I think I can spend 1 or 2 minutes. Next slide, ma'am, for a couple of questions, if there is. Next slide, ma'am. Yes. So if you have some queries, I think I'll be happy to answer that 1 or 2 questions available. I hope that I have covered the idea. What is a GATE examination? How to prepare it? Why you have to prepare for a GATE examination? What are the benefits you are going to get it? And still, if you have any questions, I think I'm happy to answer those questions also.
Students, kindly ask your doubts.
Free feel that if you are so good in, if you want to ask it in Tamil also, that is not a problem. Tamil கேக்குறதுனாலும் கேளுங்க, ஒன்றும் issue இல்லை. So I think in my first slide, I have my mail IDs and phone number also. If you have doubts, you can also post it, and kindly provide what is your name and what institution, what department you are from, and post your query, which I can answer further. If you are feeling that little delicate in getting an answer, asking a question in this forum, you can also ask questions. You can WhatsApp me the question. I will be happy to answer that in my free time. If there is no questions, I think I can finally go to my last slide. Next slide, ma'am. Yeah, so I'd like to thank initially the management of Mohammed Sadak Engineering College, the principal, head of the department of EEE, fellow faculty members who are our coordinators of this program, and the student participants. I think students might have got some idea from the maybe 20-25 minutes what we have discussed. And also I have to thank my own institution, which has provided me support in delivering this particular session. So I would like to thank my own management, the college, and the head of the department for providing an opportunity to share my idea with the students in this session. Thank you very much, ma'am. Any further queries, then you can contact me through your WhatsApp number. I think you can share that number also, my mail ID also, ma'am, so that they can post if they want. And I sincerely apologize for whatever the delay what has been happened. It's a technical error. I have nothing to do with that. Anyway, I have to thank Sujita and our professor who has helped me in doing that. Even I had a couple of slides where I can work on those problems and help you in that getting that answer also, but I cannot do that now, right? So since I am not in control of managing the slides, okay. Anyway, we will meet again in some other sessions. Possibly we will discuss on that. Anything you want to share further? The last one, I think, queries. I mean, thank you slide will be there. I think the next slide. That's it. Anything in the next slide, ma'am? Yes, I think that's the end. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. The pleasure is mine.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. It is a great pleasure for me to offer a vote of thanks on the wonderful occasion of one-day webinar on gateways to success, navigating higher education in institutes of national eminence. I offer my sincere thanks to our chairman sir, director sir, and secretary ma'am of Mohammed Sadak Trust for their moral support in all aspects. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our beloved principal, Dr. V. Nirmal Kannan sir, Vice Principal Dr. R. Sendil Kumar sir, and Head Planning Dr. E. Dravidasalli ma'am for encouraging and motivating us to conduct this kind of wonderful program. Thank you, sir and ma'am. Next, I take the opportunity to thank the intellectual resource person of today's webinar, Dr. P. Nedumal Pugalendhi sir, AP Senior Grade, Biomedical Engineering Department, Dr. NGP Institute of Technology, Coimbatore, for readily accepting our invitation, and thank you so much for delivering a wonderful webinar and very useful for students. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I thank our Dean Research and HOD EEE Dr. S. Elluperumal sir and Assistant HOD Dr. A. Manjula ma'am for the support and guidance. Finally, I thank all our faculty members, non-teaching staff, students, and encourage and everyone of Mohammed Sadak Engineering College for their wonderful support and strength towards the successful completion of the program. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I leave now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.